with my day one niggas. I get fly with my day one niggas. I take flight with my day one niggas. I'll fight with my day one niggas. It's on site with my day one niggas.
What's going on? This is the Day One Podcast. My name's Mitchell. I got my homeboys with me. I got R-Dub on my right. I got my other homie right here, Corbin. Shout out to Gordon's restaurant for letting us come here and shoot this.
Hey.
Shout out to Pro Impact Sports. My homeboy Boogie, he's a trainer. Holla at them. Shout out to Breed Collections. A lot of you females in that wig game or need some quality wigs. We see some of y'all on social media. It ain't up to par, so holla at the Breed Collections if you want to get some good quality. What's going on, guys? We back. Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Let's get it popping. Let's get to it.
Yeah. So what y'all got going on this weekend?
I'm old, man. I don't got too much. I don't got too much going on.
Man. So I went over my uncle's house and he invited me out there and he had the game on this weekend. And that's my first NFL game. My first NFL game since the Patriots versus the Falcons. Due to the Colin Kaepernick situation.
Right.
But I wouldn't say I forgot, but I definitely got my mind refreshed on how good Tom Brady is. That and did the NFC and AFC championships go the way that you guys expected it to go?
First of all, let's go ahead and get it started correctly. What exactly did Tom Brady do to make you say that I'm reminded of how good Tom Brady is? I gotta hear this one.
Well, I told you I went a whole the Falcons. When they played them in the Super Bowl, I went that whole season after that without even watching them. So, in this season, I haven't watched any football other than what First Take and Skip and Shannon say. That's all or what y'all might say. That's all I might know about some football over the last 2 regular seasons. So when I seen this, him at 41, and remember, I'm listening to what Shannon says. It might be over with. What Max Kellerman say? Yeah, he's falling off the cliff. He's the worst quarterback in the playoffs, like Max Kellerman says. So I'm listening to that.
So do you think he did anything in that game that was above average?
Yeah, because when you gotta keep up with a player that's scoring 24 points in 3 to 4 minutes, a lot of quarterbacks would have folded. Some things did go Tom Brady's way. A lot of things.
How many points did Tom Brady score? How many rushing touchdowns did he have? How many passing touchdowns did he have?
Through the first two touchdown drives, that's all the running game, clearly. But what I'm talking about is that fourth quarter when.
What did he finish with? How did they score in OT?
I think he had 360 yards.
On 50 pass attempts?
I mean,
Mitchell,
your boy from St. Louis.
Listen, Mitchell.
What did he do?
What other quarter? That's what I'm saying.
Mitchell. Listen, man.
And your boy got hurt.
That dude is throwing.
Didn't Michelle get hurt?
Throwing one through.
Michelle's the third running back.
They played Burkhead at the end of the game.
Why did that happen?
Situational back.
Somebody got hurt.
Burkhead is reliable.
So Michelle didn't get hurt.
He might be.
Okay.
Go ahead. Point I'm making here. This man's throwing 1-yard passes, 2-yard passes, 3-yard passes, 7-yard passes.
In the first half.
That's what he does all year.
Not in the fourth quarter, though.
What did he do in the fourth quarter?
He was slinging that ball the last quarter.
Stop it, man.
Come on, dude.
He had 2 slant routes.
Right.
So the ball that Grunt caught was a slant route up the sideline.
Oh, the fade route?
Oh,
the
okay.
fade route?
No, you said slide.
15-yard route. All he had to do was loft it up there and go let the 7-footer go get it.
Listen, bro.
And let's be clear. Let's not
Do you
act
feel
like
he was better than Patrick Mahomes in that game?
After the first half. I mean, what did Patrick Mahomes do the first half? They both were equal to me in the first half.
Patrick Mahomes is, that dude is throwing shit on a laser.
And this is what I talked about with the basketball. People getting credit for what they're capable of doing. He didn't start lighting it up until the fourth quarter. He threw what? He had 24 points in the last 3-4 minutes.
We're going to definitely have to agree to disagree on this one.
No, I agree with you. Like, Tom Brady, this isn't like, you know.
He just had a Patriot type of game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
it wasn't a Tom Brady heroic game.
Are we going to get mad at LeBron for scoring 20 in the first quarter and then scoring 6 in the fourth, but those 6 in the fourth were the last points of his team winning? Like, come on, man. Like, we can't nitpick like that. He got it done.
26 is a big difference than having one touchdown and what was going to be
what
was going to be 3 picks. Like, don't get me started, please.
So 2 of those picks wasn't his fault. Let's be clear. We got to be honest. But did the other game go the way that you guys expected?
Let me say this. I had the Patriots and the Rams winning. I would have been wrong if the calls went the way that they supposed to win. Meaning, Saints and Chiefs should probably be playing in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
In my opinion.
So who you got in the Super Bowl?
I got Rams by 10.
I'm not even a football guy right now, as I just said, and I know you don't. 10 points over Tom Brady.
Yep.
That's 2 possessions.
That's all right.
I'm going with the Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots on the last drive of the game.
Field goal. 50-yarder.
And they win it. That's what I'm going with.
Cordero Patterson went for 30 yards on the kickoff return.
Just something. 2 penalties, 2 phantom personal fouls, so Tom Brady gets him in scoring range.
But what about that offsides penalty? We're not going to bring that up?
Which one?
The one where the guy lined up a yard offsides and was looking at back at Tom Brady's jersey. And then, see, we forget that Patrick Mahomes got a free play too on one of them touchdown drives off of offsides. So we can't sit up there and act like that play. Tom Brady just happened to throw an interception. That was the only difference, you know, in those two. Both of those teams had similar plays. Mahomes just threw for some yardage. But
ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
I'm just telling you what I saw, man. But
we gonna keep it real, man.
That's what I'm doing. I mean, did that not happen? Tell me I'm lying.
The NFL once again has handed the Patriots the Super Bowl berth.
I'm not denying that, but what I'm saying is both quarterbacks had opportunities. One just capitalized on it. Last time I checked, somebody's got a lot of weapons in their wide receiving chamber, and one quarterback doesn't. So
what come he don't?
He got the best tight end of all time.
Brady?
Let's stop. Now, I'm not a football guy, but you watch that game, you know good and well that Gronk that was 3 or 4 years ago is done. Am I lying? That Gronk,
he's not 3 or 4. He's still the greatest tight end.
No, he's not. He's not better than Kelsey. He's not better than Kelsey.
He might not be the best tight end.
He's not
the league right now.
Oh, you talking about
all time? He's the greatest tight end of all time.
Now, even forgetting that, how long has Brady been playing with Gronk?
About 5 years.
No, it's been longer than that.
Not that I know of. I think about 5, 6. Remember, he won a Super Bowl without Gronk.
But Hernandez,
let's not forget that.
Hernandez been out of the NFL for 5 years, ain't he? How long Hernandez been out of the league?
Man, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, they've been.
I forgot all about that.
2013.
They, you know what I'm saying? You got to think they came in the NFL together.
They did?
Yeah, I think
Hernandez.
I think about that 7 years.
Yeah. Because I think Gronk got drafted in the 2nd round. I think Hernandez was a 3rd or 4th round pick.
I didn't know that. Well, we got to talk about this.
You still got Edelman. You still got all these players he's been playing with for a long time.
No, there's no question about that. I'm just talking about pure talent. You know, just raw talent. And you got Andy Reid as a coach, offensively.
Andy Reid is not a.
He's a choker.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, we ain't gonna even say choker. He's just like overrated.
No, he's a coach that cannot win a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Andy Reid is a.
Oh, it don't matter.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I got the perfect analysis for Andy Reid.
What you talking about? D'Antoni?
Tell him, Doug.
Jeff Fisher, .2.
No, I wouldn't do that. He's way better. Vastly better.
No.
He's vastly better than Jeff Fisher.
No. He's had more offensive talent than Jeff Fisher had. Jeff Fisher was a better defensive coach, and Andy Reid's a better offensive coach. But neither one of them is good at winning big games.
I'm with you. For that standpoint, I would take it a bit farther with Andy Reid. I don't think he prepared right.
Like,
I don't think he does the work during the week.
Like, let's do this
to make him win.
Let's do it even better than this. How many conference championships Andy Reid played in as a coach?
It's
Just offhand.
Because didn't they go to like 4 or 5 straight with McNabb?
4 with McNabb.
Yeah.
And they made one Super Bowl.
So he's at 5 right now.
Now.
So he's at 5 right now.
Just
both sides
offhand.
Yeah.
So he's still 1-4 in the conference championship.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think, how many teams get possible? How many coaches get possible 5 Super Bowl berths and make it to 1
with that type of talent?
With that type of talent.
Yeah, that's unlikely.
And then you also got to look at it this way. Jeff Fisher made the 1 Super Bowl. He played in 2 conference championships.
Yeah. He jacked himself too a couple times.
Yeah, but that's the point that I'm making.
Right.
You know, when you got a player like McNabb, and you get to the same game every year, you lose every year. You get a player like it takes you to get a player like T.O. to get it out of that spot.
Yeah.
But you get to the championship, the Super Bowl, only to lose.
Yeah.
Then this year, you have a quarterback that can make no-look passes. They can throw the ball 60 or 70 yards, 7-8 times a game. You have the fastest player in football. And
let's stop there. The Patriots did a great job taking him out the game. They double-teamed his ass all game.
All I'm going to say is, Andy Reid is Jeff Fisher, point 2. Now,
so what do y'all? We got the football out the way. We're gonna go to the fight side before we get into our main topics. The Adrien Broner and Pacquiao fight. What do you think about this AB and Pacquiao fight? The way this all turned out, is it? I don't think AB's gonna ever get another chance at that type of a purse.
That man sorry.
Maybe for another 5 years, unless he goes undefeated.
Coleman is so disrespectful.
But
that man sorry.
Nah, he's not sorry because he.
Come on, man, y'all don't want to say it. Ain't it something you want to say but you can't say it?
Nah, because I mean he's fighting in front of millions of people. You can't be sorry when you're fighting.
Yeah, but after he got
he's not up to
Madonna,
par.
bro, he's been done for. He basically us out there fighting.
No, he's not. He will whoop me and you probably together.
He wouldn't throw no punches.
Look, man. Look, man. This man is not sorry. He's just popular and he talks a lot and he's eating a lot of trash.
Right.
He's eating a lot of what he's couldn't back up. So what do you think about the fight, man? How that turned out? And a lot of people that are casual boxing fans thought that he might have won.
Shout out to boxing, man.
Number 1.
Shout out to homies.
Hey, man. Let me go ahead and get this on out the way. Anybody that actually thought that Adrien Broner won that fight needs to never, ever talk about boxing ever again. Okay? It is ridiculous to even make that kind of proclamation at this point. So you honestly tell me that a guy that is refusing to punch in rounds, like we're talking about, he's letting Pacquiao throw 30 plus punches at him a round. He's throwing 6 punches, 7 punches.
Right.
And you mean to tell me he can't? Like, how do you possibly win a boxing match like that?
Right.
How do you possibly think that this person is having a chance of winning?
Right.
Like, you can't, there's no way that dude won that boxing match.
Yeah. You was talking a lot, man, at Hooters, man. Like, what you think, man?
I just think when you don't punch in a sport that's what you're supposed to do, you can't claim victory. You can't be overly confident when that's how your last 3 or 4 fights has been.
Right.
You can't sell me something and the result is never there.
Right.
My issue, like I told you, my issue with Broner wasn't the fact that I don't feel like he doesn't have the skills to win that fight. He did. My issue was that I did not feel like he went in with the thinking of, I'm going to win.
Right. He
went in like, I don't want to lose. Let me explain. Being a fighter myself, having competed in boxing and MMA, there are 2 different kind of mindsets. for that kind of sport because you don't have teammates. You got training partners, but you don't have teammates. Because when you get in that ring or you get in the cage, it's only you and the person that's trying to do your bodily harm.
Right.
So that's why you don't really have teammates. So if you suck, there is no.
Right.
Okay, this person gonna lift you up today, and y'all gonna you just gonna get your ass whooped. Yes,
right.
That on that. So, the very first time I fought MMA, I was like, man, I hope I don't look bad at him.
The mind frame wasn't to be a killer. It was just I hope I'm able to hang in there.
Whereas when I fought the second time, my mindset was, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
Yeah.
What happened? What was the result?
First round stoppage, TKO.
That's the one you had on the video.
Oh yeah. So I always tell people, like, when it comes to that type of sport in particular, you always gotta have your mindset on this is what I'm gonna do. I'm here to do this, not to I hope this doesn't happen. No, I'm here to be a winner.
Right.
I'm here to crush, kill, destroy. And I don't think Broner got in the ring with that mentality. He came to get that check.
Yeah. I've always looked at it like he's about that money, and that's what I was trying to explain to some people. It's like that in the NBA and the NFL. Some dudes,
is that like that in sports though? It is sports.
Yeah, I mean, some dudes is just after the check. Hey man, I'm finna sit out because I'm not about to get out there and get hurt. I got a contract coming up.
Right.
So I think that's what it is, kind of like with him, because I've watched him train. He trains hard.
Right.
But I think if he doesn't go undefeated for the next 5 years, it's over with for him getting a chance to get that type of a fight on that stage.
Who would take a fight with him?
Because I see Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson coming up, and then you've got the heavyweight reemerging over the next 2 years. We don't know what that's going to be like. He's going to be forgot about with Pacquiao still fighting, Floyd dipping and leaving. He's going to be forgot about.
The only way Floyd was going to fight again is if Broner won that fight. It's the only thing that's going to draw enough money because they both can talk to sell that fight.
Because they know that we already know what's going to happen with Pacquiao.
Floyd knows he doesn't have the step that he once had to avoid Pacquiao the way he avoided him the first time to counter him. It was apparent in his fight against McGregor.
Right.
Now he wasn't as quick as he used to be.
Yeah.
And it's just
I think he toured with McGregor. I think it was purpose.
No.
You don't think?
I think a lot of it was touring though.
No.
I think it was. I think after the first 2 rounds, I think he just realized, all right, I gotta go.
He toured with that Asian boy. That's who he toured with.
Now, we all on Facebook since we've been talking about boxing, and your boy Jeff brought up Tyson being overrated. What do you think about that? How do you feel about him making these comments about Mike Tyson?
I'm not the boxing expert. That's that guy.
Yeah,
But I would say this: Mike Tyson is clearly one of the most explosive fighters to ever live. You haven't seen it on video. You haven't seen it from anybody outside of Tyson be that explosive in any era. So no matter who he's fighting, doesn't matter. You haven't seen it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Zion Williamson now. You haven't really seen that type of explosion. So you can't compare it to nothing because you haven't seen it. So who knows if the guy's a bum he fighting? You know what I'm saying? In this era, he might be a bum, but in that era, he might got some wins on him. These guys lost to guys in the 70s, 80s, 90s. They did.
Right.
It took a lot for Tyson to lose. Rape charge, jail time.
That's the part that nobody brings up.
Jail time.
Man, listen, man. To say that Mike Tyson, of all heavyweights, is overrated is absurd. First and foremost, he was 20 years old when he won a heavyweight title. Okay, when he hit the pinnacle of the sport before he was 22 years old. I don't mean the little knick-knack belts. I'm talking about he united all heavyweight titles.
Yeah.
As a kid. We're talking about as a kid.
Yeah. Can't even drink.
Okay, as a kid. Now, secondly, on top of that, he's 5'10". He's fighting giants. He's not
Yes, man.
He's not 6'7". He's
had
not
some of these brothers.
he's not 6'6". That dude is 5'10", 225 pounds, and the average person he's fighting is 6'4", 250.
They said when he was training as a kid, he said he was 190, 5'8", 190 as a 13-year-old. So when he went to go fight to the gym and fight a 13-year-old, they was like, nah. It was for real deal boxers, 13, that they were like, nah. You're not sparring my little nephew or my little.
Right.
They had to lie to 16-year-olds and tell them that he was 16 and he was beating them.
And you want to hear another interesting story? Tyson was 15 years old, thought about not even boxing like that. He was in New York and was going to fight somewhere. I can't quite remember. And he said that, man, I almost told my coach, man, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I got cold feet.
Right.
And then he said, man, I ain't my coach ended up talking to me into it, and he went right on in there and did what he had to do. But it's just crazy how somebody like him, you would be like, you would never think that he would actually be afraid to do anything with anybody.
He did say that he had low self-esteem. He said, I'm just keep it 100 with you. When I got that money, I thought about the girls that didn't want me, or the people that didn't want me. And he said it was almost like all right, now I got it. I'm gonna get the girls that didn't want me. It was almost like a sport for him.
Right.
So, now you're right.
Well, see, in case people didn't know, I encourage everybody to do their research on Mike and just to understand how entertaining he was,
right?
How much of a draw he was, and if you were going to make a list of your most iconic sports faces,
he's got to be it.
It would be him. It would be Michael Jordan. It would be Serena Williams as far as female athletes.
I ain't gonna lie.
Just athletes. We're not even going to categorize that.
I would say
Serena Williams is my top 5 athlete of all time.
That's what I mean by
but
that.
As a woman,
yeah, right.
You gotta have that category because she's not more athletic than Andy Roddick in his prime or any other top guys. She can't beat a single top 25 man.
But see, my thing with that is she's an icon because of what she did in her sport and how she dominated. And so it would be those three without question. And then it would get a little bit harder to really judge. But those three without question, you would think Serena, you would think Mike, you would think both the Mikes. You would think Jordan and Tyson. And
3 Mikes.
And
I think Phelps too.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
I think Phelps too.
I forgot all about that.
I'm not sold on
I know
being
why,
an icon.
because he's a swimmer.
I'm not sold on being an icon because nobody ever wanted to. I never heard one person say, "I want to be Michael."
I tell you why you
I've
can't.
never heard.
I tell you why you can't say.
But we're
Phelps.
not in those same circles.
I mean like even let's say what we can use. I hate to use a color preference. How many people wanted to be Michael Jordan?
Everybody. And white kid was in the commercial.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How many people wanted to be Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
How many women wanted? That's what I mean by icon. How many women wanted to be Serena Williams? So you would get those. You would get Arnold Schwarzenegger. Then you would get Hulk Hogan. Those would probably be the most iconic figures as far as sports and sports entertainment.
Those last 2 names you named, a lot of people our age that don't know, we're gonna have to do a podcast on iconic figures because a lot of people don't know. They see Arnold and they think Kindergarten Cop.
Right.
And
I thought that better not be the first movie.
It
better not be nowhere near the first movie.
You talking about movies? I'm not even talking about movies.
Well, I know what his accumplants before.
That's
what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about why people wanted to be that.
Right. Okay.
See, when he first started lifting, and then he came here from Australia.
He was the LeBron of weightlifting. Like came up, men already established. You know, your Sergio Olivia's that was already here, bodybuilding, and you see this 19-year-old come up and making you more money because people want to see him.
Right.
And that's kind of like
and it's like with him, it was like people saw Arnold and was just like, I want to lift weights.
Yep.
Period. They saw that man and said, I want to lift weights. He wasn't the bodybuilder you were like, he kind of looks a little too steroided up.
Nope.
It was like you saw Arnold, he was 6'2", because he was tall. He's not like these other dudes that are 5'8" and 300 pounds.
Like a Kai Green.
Yeah, see, Arnold was, 6'2", 260. And I'm talking about 4% body fat, where he would just do this, and people would just be like, no, I'm serious, people would just be like, dude,
true.
I want to be Arnold. And it was the same thing with Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was that dude you saw when he did this here, and he had those 24-inch pythons, and people wanted to be Hulk Hogan. When you watch that dude come out, even for pro wrestling, you see nothing but yellow shirts.
Yeah.
Like people, everybody wanted to be Hulkamaniacs, and that's what I mean by like an icon. Like that's why I don't ever really mention Tiger Woods, because nobody really wanted to be Tiger.
Golfer,
Yeah, nobody really wanted to be Tiger. Like you can even I would put The Rock over
Tiger.
You know what I mean?
I'd probably put them in the same category.
Oh no.
Nah, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man. The Rock, man.
First of all, Tiger Woods brought attention for our community to golf.
But he rejected our community.
That's the truth.
First of all,
but we're not talking about that. We're talking about what was
like
brought to iconic. When you talk about icons, why can that not be a criteria? Because if it wasn't for Tiger Woods, there wouldn't be nobody like us looking at Tiger Woods.
It wouldn't be nobody.
Or looking at golf.
It wouldn't be
nobody. The
ratings
of golf went down when his scandal happened.
That's fine. But you said if it wasn't for Tiger Woods, it wouldn't be for who?
Right.
Who's the next black person?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody that
my issue begins and ends with who wanted to be these people.
Yeah, right.
Could you imagine being the Rock at that time when you got people like Stone Cold?
And I was a Stone Cold fan, and seeing the Rock come, I'm like, hold on, man.
Over Rock every day, though.
No. Listen to me very carefully. It's only one Brahma bull.
No matter what you say, Stone Cold is better than The Rock, man.
Listen, man, it's only one Brahma bull. You hear me? Like I said, Stone Cold is his gimmick was going to sell, right? When it comes to that company, he's a beer swilling Southern redneck that beats up his boss. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick that's going to work for pro wrestling. No black wrestler ever really succeeded at the pinnacle of wrestling until The Rock, because The Rock was literally the most more charismatic,
than anybody,
more athletic, and he was better on the mic than all those dudes. Like, The Rock made people want to be him. He had everybody raising eyebrows up. He had people telling, it doesn't matter what your name is.
We was in the hallway in the 8th grade, man, and I remember this. You know how you got them teachers that ain't got a class, but they be in the hallway, get the class, and I forgot who it was, but she was like, "What is your name, young man?" It doesn't matter what my name is. It's 8th grade, man. So
we did go around saying that to teachers and shit.
That's what I mean. But like, you got that, and then you got how he transcended that and became the superhero of Hollywood.
Because no wrestler has been half of what he's done outside of wrestling.
Oh, it's not even
half.
That's not even a question.
John Cena might be on the way after doing Transformers, but he ain't. I don't think so, because
John Cena, when you watch Transformers,
even in Bumblebee, it didn't look right.
You watch him in Transformers, it's like you didn't really see him as that character.
It's almost like a robot.
Yeah, and it's just it's like whereas when you watch
when The Rock started his movie career, he looked like a robot.
No, he did not. He never
Then
looked like
he
a
played-
robot.
Run down, tall man, tall
Well,
man.
right, that was his
Last
first
man.
movie though.
No,
didn't-
Mother
Returns.
Returns. Scorpion King.
He didn't look that good in
He was
that.
great in those. The Rock's first bad movie.
I think the Rundown was his best movie.
Rock's
Too fair.
first, no, the Rock. That was the second one. His first bad movie was Doom.
Oh yeah.
That was the first
That
his
was
first
trash.
bad movie.
Yeah.
That was one of his first
first-
movies though, right?
No, it
was a WWE production, ain't it?
Man, I think that was like fifth.
He was like four. It was like
Because I think
four
the
or five
Mummy
movies
was
in.
the first one.
The Mummy Returns, the first movie. He did.
Yeah, and he was
he took the time off.
like
to
10
do
minutes
that.
in there, the whole movie.
And see, he came back, and then I think he filmed
Scorpion
the Scorpion King, and then he did. I can't if he did Walking Tall before or after.
Or
Two-
Run
That's
Down.
my favorite movie.
Rundown or Walking Tall.
Yeah,
whatever.
because see,
I got Walking Tall. Like that one. I like.
I'm gonna say he. Did
That's a
those-
remake.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did. I'm gonna say he did those afterwards, simply because he had to lose so much weight for the Tooth Fairy movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot it. I
He
never
had
saw
to
that.
lose-
So it's
He was-
Fast and the Furious was the movie that made him command so much money in Hollywood.
No.
I think he's like 20
No.
million to just do a movie.
I think I forgot what movie it was, but the thing about him, what he brought to Fast and the Furious was another box office name.
Right.
That franchise was already where it was. He was where he was. I think both of those franchises just took him and the Fast and Furious franchise just went up a notch together, because now he's able to go off and do his own thing without without the regular normal cast. So
Right.
I think he was already popping. I can't remember what movies he had done right before that.
I'm really sitting there thinking
Because-
because I consider myself like a.
What's the one where he's in the car?
Dwayne
Faster.
Johnson fan.
Is it Faster?
Faster?
Faster. And I didn't really like that movie.
You
But
tripping.
no, I mean, I'm just saying me personally. But it was a big movie. Like
Yeah.
that movie was pretty
You
big.
gonna have to go back and watch that.
But I
No, I did. Like,
But I think
Yeah,
he had
go back
already
and
done the
watch
Fast and the Furious stuff by then.
nah, he didn't.
because that was part 5. So you figure just go back 2, 4, 6. It's about 2011, 2012.
His only movies he did out there, he did the movie where he had one leg or one arm or one of them.
That was trash.
That's what I'm saying.
Skyscraper.
After Fast and Furious,
Now,
the movies he did.
like,
No, I'm saying he did Hercules too.
oh, that was in the mix.
Yeah,
that was before Fast.
He
and
did
Furious.
Hercules too. He's done a lot of movies, bro.
I wish they would have brought him back. We'll get to talking about black film later,
Yeah.
but he would have been. I think This is how I know he got too big. Remember he featured on Why Did I Get Married at the end?
Right.
They could never get The Rock now to do that to be in that movie
Right.
because he's so expensive.
Right.
He probably costs more than it costs to make the movie
Right.
himself. So